Today's lesson plan topic is about proposition and unitary method from the unit of ratio and proposition. First we have to write the name of the student teacher, name of the guide teacher, name of the school, standard, subject, unit, topic, number of students and the date. Next, instructional objectives. General instructional objectives. The student recalls about ratios, acquires knowledge and proposition and unitary method, to know the proposition and proportionality law, understand the concept of proposition and unitary method, develop the skill of identification. Next is specific instructional objectives. The student define proposition, illustrate the proposition with example, describe proportionality law, compute the problem for proportionality law, explain unitary method, list out the steps involved in unitary method, solve the problem by unitary method. Next is utilization of teaching aids, chart and flashcard. Previous knowledge of the learner. Teacher verify the previous knowledge of the students through probing questions like what is equivalent ratios, how do you compare the equivalent ratios, Next one is motivation. The teacher motivates the student to learn about the concept of proposition. She has written the topic on the blackboard and underline it. The teacher motivates the student to learn about the concept of proposition. She has written the topic on the blackboard and underline it. Next is methods of teaching. Then we have to do 4 partition. Specification of behavioral objectives, content, teaching learning experience, evaluation. In the first row, first box, define proposition. The next box, when two ratios are equal, A by B equal to C by D, we say that the ratios are in proposition. This is denoted as A is to B is to C is to D, and it is read as A is to B as C is to D. In the third box, the teacher explains about the concept of proposition. The student listens it carefully. Then we have to paste the chart, write inside define proposition. In the last box, define proposition. In the second row, first box, illustrate the proposition with example. The next box, example. We have to write the example. If one project carries 5 marks is equivalent to saying 2 projects carry 10 marks and so on. So we have to solve the problem. It's already given in the book. Just look and write. Here also I will read. Hence the ratio 1:5 equal to 2:10 equal to 3:15 equal to 4:20 are said to be in proportion. Therefore 1:5 is in proportion to 2:10, 3:15, 4:20 and so on. This is denoted by 1:5:2:10 and it is read as 1:5 as 2:10 and so on. This is already in the book. Just look and write the example. In the third box, the teacher explains the example problem for proposition by using blackboard. Then we have to paste the black chart. Inside write it 1:5 equal to 2:10. At the bottom, the students observe the class. In the next box, find the value of proposition. Then 3:5 is to box is to 20. In the next row, describe proportionality law. Describe proportionality law. If two ratios are in proportion, that is A is to B is to C is to D, then the product of the extreme is equal to the product of the means AD equal to BC. This is called proportionality law. Here A and D are extremes and B and C are means. Also, if two ratios are equal, A by B equal to C by D gives AD equal to BC is called the cross product of propositions. In the third box, the teacher describes about the proportionality law by using chart. The students listen quietly. Also, the teacher uses the flashcard to ask questions. The students answer the questions. Then you have to paste the flashcard. Inside write proportionality law. In the last box, define proportionality law. Define proportionality law. In the next row, compute the problem for proportionality law. Compute the problem for proportionality law. In the next box, we have to write some problem. By proportionality law, check whether 3:2 and 30:20 are in proportion. Then solve the problem. Here extremes are 3 and 20 and means are 2 and 30. Therefore, product of extremes AD equal to 3 into 20 equal to 60. Product of means BC equal to 2 multiply 30 equal to 60. Therefore, AD equal to BC. Hence 3:2 and 30:20 are in proportion. Then in the third box, the teacher explains the proposition about the proportionality law. The teacher explains the problem about the proportionality law by using blackboard. The students take notes in their note. In the fourth box, by proportionality law, check whether 2:10 and 4:10 are in proportion. In the next row, In the next row, explain unitary method. Explain unitary method. In the next box, finding the value of one unit and then using it to find the value of the required number of units is known as unitary method. It's known as unitary method. In the next box, the teacher explains about the unitary method. The students observe the class. In the next box, explain unitary method. In the next row, list out the steps involved in unitary method. List out the steps involved in unitary method. Express the given problem in mathematical statement. Express the given problem in mathematical statement. I will show you in close-up shot. Express the given problem in mathematical statement. Find the value of one unit of the given item using division. Find the value of the required number of the same items using multiplication. In the third box, the teacher lists out the steps. The teacher lists out the steps in unitary method very clearly. The students keenly observes. In the last box, list out the steps involved in unitary method. List out the steps involved in unitary method. In the next row, solve the problem by unitary method. Solve the problem by unitary method. Then we have to write some example. Example, Pari wants to buy 5 tennis balls from a sports shop. If a dozen balls cost rupees 180, how much should Pari pay to buy 5 balls? Solution. By unitary method, we can solve this. Cost of a dozen balls equal to rupees 180. Cost of 12 balls equal to rupees 180. Therefore, cost of one ball equal to 180 divided by 12 equal to rupees 15. In the next box, the teacher explains the problem in blackboard. The teacher explains the problem in blackboard. The students understand the concept and take notes in their note. In the last box, a heater uses 3 units of electricity in 40 minutes. A heater uses 3 units of electricity in 40 minutes. How many units does it consume in 2 hours? How many units does it consume in 2 hours? In the second box, in the same row, second box, the example continues. Cost of 5 balls equal to 5 into 15 equal to rupees 75. Hence, Pari has to pay rupees 75 for 5 balls. See, this is the continuation of this problem. Continuation of this problem. Next is summarize. The teacher summarizes the concept of proposition and unitary method. Next, follow-up activities. First, fill in the box. Number A, box is to 24, is to 3 is to 8. B sum, 5 is to 8, is to box is to 32. Second one is the cost of 15 chairs is rupees 7500, 7500. The cost of 15 chairs is rupees 7500. Find the number of such chairs that can be purchased for rupees 12,000. Can be purchased for rupees 12,000. Then we have to write the signature of the student teacher or signature of the guide teacher. Okay friends, if you like this video, like it, comment it and subscribe it and press the bell button. Thank you.